What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to today's episode of my Path to Power. Before we get started, if you guys are looking to purchase Ultimate Team coins, check out FIFA UT Coins Store. They're quick and reliable. Their links are in the description down below. But we have a season ticket pack, and I got absolutely nothing from it. Again, it was so brutal. I'm stupidly optimistic. I don't think ignorantly optimistic that I'm gonna somehow manage to pull an amazing inform and my whole path to power will be set from that point forward. But that's not the case, and I did promise to do some trading. So that's kind of what we're gonna be doing. But first off, I'm doing club maintenance, and essentially I have a bunch of players just sitting in my club that are coins that I could have that I don't have. They're doing nothing for me. They're just sitting there being absolutely useless. So I'm gonna list all of them up. 350 coins buy now, 400 coin buy nows. I don't care. I just want them out of my club, and I want the coins. And I'm also gonna go discard all of the attribute cards because frankly I just don't use them and I don't like them, and I'd rather have 36 coins, however many coins for it. The Diego Barcelos sold for 1,800. I probably should have listed him for more. Varane finally sold, and Socrates sold as well. So we're up to about 13,000 coins. I bought an Ogbonna for, what did that say, 4,100. I'm going to go ahead and list him up for 4,900, 12 hours overnight. Hope that he sells on. A little bit of a spoiler, he does sell on. So that was just the instant spoiler. But we are, you can see right there, 4,900 coins sold on, and he sold on actually before it was like fully overnight. But when I say listing overnight, I'm referring to it's a good time to buy, it's a good time to sell. And I went out and I actually bought a truckload of contracts and fitness cards because I could buy them all for 150 coins, and I thought, hey, this is a pretty darn nice time to add them to my club. So I'm going to go ahead and add them on in there, drive them over, and let them chill out there for now, because I'm going to need them for a rainy day. Right now, I don't have a replacement for my center backs. I don't have a replacement for my my wing backs, and so as well as my CDM. So there are going to be fitness cards that are needed. And also, if I'm going to keep all of these guys, chances are I'm going to need some contract cards as well. And you go ahead and you see that I go ahead and play some of them right away. I accidentally wasted another contract card on Pandev, which was frustrating, but I headed on in to a match. And this is in the Gold Cup again. And I don't know if I was rotating or what I was doing. This guy, 3-4-3, pretty nice team. And I absolutely bossed this game, is kind of how it felt. I'll show you guys the statistics at halftime and at the end of the game, but I was in really nice control of this game. The Quadraminator, a little bit of free space up the wing, slides it back. His ball control is wonderful. Lovely pass to Pandev. Little A pass back to none other than Mario Gomez, Mario Gomez, Mario Gomez. Yes, Mario Gomez, cha-cha, and that's a lovely finish. He's got wonderful finishing to begin with, and you know, he's a really strong striker. Now, the dilemma that's starting to present itself for me is I've got Vucinic as well. He's quite good, and he scores with Soldado, and I swear this was his only shot of the entire game, or at least of the half, but he gives it away, and I'm away on the counter again. Mario Gomez just gonna bully his way on through, keep that pace going, gonna go for that near post because it's not so OP anymore. And what do you know, Mario Gomez, Mario Gomez, Mario Gomez. So we got to press the Gomez button yet again. That's 2 per episode at this point. I'd like to probably hit it a few more times per episode, but that's not so bad. He's scoring, at least he's scoring for us now, which is phenomenal. You can see at the half, he had 1 shot on goal. He did have 44% possession though, which I felt like I was in a bit more control than that. And I actually saw comments on a video, or one of the videos yesterday, that said, Japes, can you go through each of the formation and kind of talk about strengths, weaknesses, what you like, what you don't like? And top net, the best net, Shaarawy right there. I got to take that one. I can't resist calling out the top net. But can you go through and kind of talk about what's good, what's bad about the formations, what you like, what you don't like? There's some challenges that kind of work with that. It's because certain, you know, you're not using the exact same players every time, so certain players make a big difference. You can see right there, I could have scored a billion goals in this game is what it felt like. I wanted to see exactly how many saves Joe Hart made. He made 20 of them. 20 saves in one game. Somebody give that man an inform. But that's not to be the case because he still let quite a few of them by. So Pandev out of contract right now, and rather than playing the contract on Pandev, I played it on Diamante fail. Just a waste of a contract card, but that's okay because I'm picking them up for 150 coins a piece, and I do like that. So I've got some guys in my transfer watch list that I'm thinking about picking up. Only one more win now needed to finish off the cup, and I thought, yeah, I'm on board with that. We're gonna go with Vucinic, Hamsik, and Diamante this time. So Pandev's still taking a rest on the bench. And the Informed Pandev's actually a tidy little card. I enjoyed using him. His long passing is sometimes debatable, but his short passing is really good. His finishing is really good. His shooting is really good. And his dribbling is quite nice as well. So I'm going to manage to take this away, and on the counterattack, Hamsik, Diamante, Vucinic going to play through El Shaarawy, who made just a wonderful run from the left side, and he's always going to finish that one. Tuck it in with the finesse shot. 4th minute goal, exactly the way we want to get this cup started. And I could only hope that more would kind of go with it. I think this is actually the first match that I've played in the snow on this series, so I was kind of like, what the heck? Like, I don't exactly know what kind of effect this is going to have. I can say the rain makes your players feel kind of clumsy. I don't know if that's just me, wanting to believe that. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section down below if you think the rain makes your players feel a little bit clumsy as well, or a little bit sluggish or slow. El Shaarawy, nice bit of work here. Finds Daniele De Rossi all the way across. Diamante, DeCilio, and just gonna or DeCilio. I got it right. I'm working on my Italian pronunciations. I promise, guys. If you correct me in the comments, I will do my absolute best to get it right the next time. Quadrado crosses it in, and Big Vucinic is there to nod it home after a nice little scoop turn. And you guys know that crossing traditionally isn't my favorite thing, but after some of the frustrations and difficult times that I had towards the end of last week, I've kind of come around to, accepting that crossing is going to have to be a part of my game if I want to succeed on FIFA 14 right now. Now, there's a patch that's meant to be coming out, so that will be changing. Lovely turn, lovely pass. Vucinic, again, he scores so many goals. 2,200 coins is all I paid for him with the Hawk chemistry style, and he has been well worth every penny so far. It's becoming a dilemma, and you guys will have to let me know in the comments below. Who should I be starting with my starting 11? Should it be Vucinic or should it be Gomez? Because I honestly can't decide at this point. But nonetheless, we're 3-0 at the half, and 41st minute now, moving things on forward again. The Quadrominator showing his power, his brute strength. It's DeCilio getting forward nicely. He's going to manage to hold on to this with a little fake shot. Finds Vucinic again. Lovely turn. That's using the left trigger, right trigger briefly to go straight backwards, and that finish looked all too familiar. Saw something like that a bit earlier, and another goal before the half. No need to celebrate this one because this game is getting out of hand, and we'll just take that, watch the replay once, and be done with it. But that's just another phenomenal finish across the goalkeeper. And man, the decision, I just don't know who to play. But the back two that I have, Ogbonna and Cáceres, probably the best two budget center backs that I've used on this game. When I say budget, I'm talking a center back pairing for maybe 10K or less. I paid 8K, I think, combined with chemistry styles on them. Which is still, it's not cheap, but when you look at center backs like Dante or Hummels are over 8K a piece, they're still more on a budget. You guys are going to be like, Japes, budget is like 2K or less. So if you're going to do that, I'm sure there are better options, but still for 10K or less, they're a very, very, very good center back pairing, and I would highly recommend them to any of you guys. So 5-1 is where we're at, and then we get to the 90th minute. What do you know? El Shaarawy, that's a finesse, and GG. It is done. I am out. That is exactly the way you want to finish off a tournament, with an OP finesse shot like that. We're going to just throw the GGs in there. But anyways, guys, that is how we are going to come to a close in this episode of my Path to Power. If you guys did enjoy it, a like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content. I'll be doing my best to get a stream going on later today, but stay posted to my Twitter at AirJapesFIFA for that. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.